Pain in my ass. Well, welcome back everybody. This is part 2 of the John Deere 1010 videos that I'm going to be doing. Been about 2.5 months since my last video on this, when I got this old tractor running. Beginning of October, it's cold out, it's about 40 degrees out today. So just a few things that I've done since I got it home. I haven't done a whole lot. I'm still having fuel issues with the carburetor. I'm pretty sure I have a bad jet. The problem is I can't get the jets out to clean them. I can see that they're clear. I'm worried that I'm gonna strip out those jets if I try to remove them. They're in there pretty tight, the main jet specifically. I've rebuilt the carburetor with different parts, or with new parts I should say. It's got new gaskets, new washers, O-rings, stuff like that, whatever it takes. Yesterday I was able to actually get the tractor running smoothly, but the problem I'm having is it only runs fully choked, so I'm not getting enough fuel into the system, which just leads me to believe that it is the main jet is getting clogged up somewhere down the line. I emptied all the old gas out of it, roughly 8 gallons of new gas in it. I also did an oil change. It was pretty black. Luckily there was no fuel or antifreeze in the oil, so that's good. That means the head gaskets are still good. I guess there wouldn't be any fuel because it's an updraft carburetor, so it can't leak into the oil. Dummy. So I have all new fluids that I'm gonna put in. So I'm gonna drain the transmission, refill that up to the proper level. If you guys remember from the last video, it was overflowing with all the water and transmission fluid they had in it. I might have enough left over to do the final drives. The other thing I'm gonna do is if I can get everything changed and get this running and diagnose my fuel issue, I am gonna top off the hydraulic system and see if we can't get this bucket and the backhoe working. I did buy new Thunder cables to put up on the battery because the ones that are on this are pretty old and corroded, so I want to make sure we're getting full juice when we're starting this thing. The starter is sounding pretty rough, so let's get started. I'm going to do the transmission first. All right. Hopefully I don't strip this out. Nice, okay, good. She's coming out. All right, here she goes. Oh yeah, that's nasty. Try to bring you guys in here so you can see this. She's pretty milky. Nasty. I really should do a clean on it, but I don't have any diesel. Almost looks like chocolate milkshake. It's so thick, she don't even want to go into the drain. All right, so while the transmission's draining, I'm gonna change out this old lightning cable here. It's pretty old, pretty corroded. So I got a new one I'm gonna throw on there. Ooh, yeah. All sorts of buildup on this thing. I'm gonna get that contact cleaned up and put new cable in. Get this all scraped away. Got this here Napa Mileage Plus. Nice and snug. All right, now we need to do the sad side. This one's pretty bad. Pretty bad. The positive wasn't much better. Feed that down. All right, sad cable is installed. All right, so I got the transmission drained off. There was a second plug that was larger than the first one, and got probably another 3 gallons out of it. Now when the second plug was draining, I heard 3 little metal clunks come out of that. Had these things come out. No idea what they are or what they do, so we're just gonna ignore that. So I was thinking, as bad as that transmission fluid was, we ought to clean it out with diesel and run it like it says in the service manual. So we're gonna do the right thing and just contaminate 4 new gallons. Cause I ain't got time for all that. All right, so for some reason my camera shut off just as I started to pour all that transmission fluid in, but that's okay. She got topped off with some 80 weight fluid. The other thing I need to do is I need to top off the hydraulic fluid, which on the left side of the loader, you'll see the air vent for it, and this is also the fill port, so I got to get this cap removed. It looks pretty gunked up, and it's on there pretty freaking tight. So we're just going to remove this, get this cleaned out, and put some hydro fluid in here. Leaves me plenty of this for later. wheel. Alright guys, so I greased up everything that I could. Fluids are all changed except for the antifreeze because the plug's in a pain in the ass area to get to. Not too worried about it yet. I might have a bad water pump, I don't know. New battery cables, new transmission fluid, hydro fluid. I'm gonna try to crank it up and see if I can't move it back and forth to get the transmission moving again. Choke out, half throttle, in neutral. Starter sounds real bad. Sounds like I might have an air leak. That's okay. Well, she moves. Check 4 gears on that. Bucket seems to be working a little better. So now what I need to do is I'm going to move my truck, and then I'm actually going to turn this around, back it up, and we're going to test out the backhoe. So the carb is leaking from the power jet. That's okay. Let's get the fuel turned on. Choke all the way out. She's in neutral. Well, there you have it, guys. Got some fluids changed out, new lightning cables. Got the hydraulic system kind of running decent, semi-decent, okay. We did some dirt digging with it, obviously. So I still need to change out the antifreeze, but it's a pain in the butt to get to that. I need to change out the belt, which also looks like a pain in the butt to get to. Need to do something with the seat, so it's not just a piece of plywood and metal. Overall, I'm pretty pleased. I think it's gonna come around nicely if I can get that fuel system fixed. Maybe I'll get this out and pressure wash it and bring back some of that nice yellow patina it's got on it. I am kind of worried about some of these pressure lines. Some of these hydro lines are pretty well cracked in the back going into the distribution block, but those will be pretty cheap to fix. They're only 18 inches long. All right, guys. Sorry it took so long to get this video out, but part 2, we got it running, we got everything moving. Backhoe's working, did a little bit of dirt digging down here. Winter is just right around the corner, guys. I've only got a couple of weeks left. Hopefully I can get this kind of fixed up enough to where I can do some digging before the ground freezes up. But if not, we always have next summer. Get this thing winterized and put away. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like down below, and I'll catch you in the next video. I need to fix that brake too. I only got one brake on the one side. Something wrong with that one.